100% on our way to the moon.
Moontrain's on point, we're in the groove, trading like a symphony.
The Dow is over $50,000. I don't know why you're laughing. You're a great stock trader.
We're on the moon train.
Then we watched you guys land on the moon.
This is how you become a day trader.
It's your favorite time of the week. Market analysis on the Moontrain Discord, and greetings from hot ass Bangkok. Now, we start summer trading on Monday, believe it or not. We made it this far in undoubtedly the craziest year of the market ever, hands down. And we've done tremendously well. So let's build on that. Also, we got a bunch of new people on the train. Welcome. Make sure to watch the recap videos. Make sure to ask questions. There's no dumb questions. Learn the language. The 9, the 21, the 50, the 89, the Bollinger Bands, the Stowe. Okay? The chat is filled with legends. If you still are confused and have any questions and want to dig into it, book a call with me. Okay? I'm pretty busy, but I try to do like 5 to 7 of them a week. And with that said, don't get fucked. Don't get cooked. Do not die. 90% cash. Okay? For a reason. The world can change in an instant and you want to be able to play it. Alright, let's dig into it. We hit the max given target of 72.67 max fib extension from that low. Right? So we've done this in a month, which is absolutely crazy. You'll see a lot of posts about the shooting star right there, and I'd be more concerned about it if it was a Bollinger Pierce, frankly. For May, the market's changed. The sports calendar, this guy, says that we probably chop all week and then we get a fake breakdown. We got to buy and we put in a high mid-month. That is certainly possible. The Nasdaq also showed the rally for the first time in a few years. April seasonality actually panned out, so wouldn't be surprised if May is range bound but very volatile. Looks like a big chop sesh, more of a consolidation, right, and a rotation out of stuff. More on the rotation a little bit. Here's the new fractal for what it's worth. Looks like a pretty big fade, but again, what we're really looking for here is the fact that the FOMC announcement candle was to the downside. We've since rallied up this much, so we should trade under it, which means the same amount, which means this gap fills at some point. It's either that or you're gonna start massively selling here soon. We'll find out which one, and by a massive sell I mean going to fill this gap here. So it's either range bound trading here in this upper with new highs, or coming down pretty hard. The NAMO, as I pointed out last week before we caught the end of week rally, had shaved off 110 points and then bounced. So this can actually turn pretty bullish here. Not saying it will. We'll play what's in front of us. As a put call ratio. What I did want to point out here is that the IWM actually put in new highs end of day on Friday. The Dow Jones looked terrible, and SPY was more so following that Dow Jones chart or rotation. As you can see, put in a new low there in the close, and QQQ looked really freaking good actually. if you compare. So big rotation going on. Who's telling the truth, who is not? If this continues on Monday, this is a very, very bearish pattern. This is some bullshit algo, obviously. That is not normal. And we caught that ripper right there. All the premiums juiced, and then they dejuiced them back down to zero here. If this continues on Monday, I would probably see some selling all the way into Wednesday. Maybe picks up. So Monday open, very, very pivotal here if this gets saved, or if we have a pullback week. And in that case, again, we probably pull back here to the FOMC line. If we lose that, we go and fill all the way down to here. At some point, if the sell starts, this is your target, 660. Okay, you got this print here. It's also a fib. That's where this is going. Obviously, that is a $60 drop from where we are, which I would consider at this point to be pretty huge. It would take out most of the rally, go gap fill right there. That's the obvious spot this is gonna go if the sell picks up. Do I think it's in a straight line? No, I do not. As for next week, looking at these memory stocks, I mean, these I got out here, I believe, or here for 719% eruptive or more. Next week look like memory stocks are going higher. What will Nvidia do? Will it reclaim 200 or not? Meta is gonna come into play here in a couple of days after it completes this H. Probably goes and tags here and then goes. For QQQ and SPY, we got some new prints. Higher QQQ 707 probably hits end of year, and SPY I found a ghost all the way up to 759. Okay, and we got some down to here as well. So we are this retest at this level is gonna be bought up, at least the first go around. Next week we also have some data. We got some jobs numbers. I still don't know what the deal with Iran will be. Will there be a deal? Will there not be a deal? Will it fade into, I believe, what's going on? So we're still trading that. Monday, nothing massive. I'd look out for the narrative. Maybe we play some SPX. Tuesday, ISM, services, PMI, and JOLTS gonna move the market. Home sales. Wednesday, we have some Fed speakers, Bank of Japan minutes. Thursday, jobs, Fed speakers. And then on Friday, unemployment rate and non-farm payroll probably moves the market. Now, on Monday, if let's say we gap down and the sell is on, we can sell through this and come down there. That's the king node. If we have any good news, and let's say for whatever reason we gap up, that's gonna be your target. Okay, a lot of divergence here in between, but they're all set up pretty much the same way. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that. I think I'm probably gonna just stick to SPX scalping on Monday, because there's no point in getting into individuals, except for Baba. I got into it again and then out of it, but soon I just gotta stay in it and ride it to 145 if this summit happens, and that's a big if, but hopefully it does. As far as the gamma next week, as of right now, you know, and they can change it with news at any point in time, before open, before everything. This is Monday. Wouldn't be surprised if we hang out here. Lots of green gamma. So I don't think I think they will protect the sell until it just happens. However, I do want to point out that Wednesday looks, or was it Thursday? Thursday looks pretty disgusting. For some reason, all this lower negative gamma pops up there. So we got to keep an eye on that now that we're in post new moon territory. And again, no one knows what the market's gonna do. Everybody thinks it's going to sell. It can just chop here and then drift higher. It is possible. I don't put it past them, since we're still within earnings weeks, to just slow bleed and chop the markets with some pops here and there, while continuing what they did this week pretty much, which is ride the earnings players. Palantir on Monday, grab, I might play this maybe. AMD, Shopify, PayPal, SMCI, IONQ, ARM, AppLovin interests me. Snap, Beyond Meat, McDonald's. Again, last time we played the flush on that for 300%. That was fun. Coinbase. Now Coinbase could be getting news soon regarding the bill. Would absolutely send it. It's kind of set up to get sent. Not gonna lie, might get into that again as well. I mean, they've been they consolidated, they bounced, came back. They're hanging out here daily. Stoke getting nullified almost here. Coinbase probably looks the same. Yeah, I mean, this is ready to get sent at any point in time. Double bottom. This could actually squeeze quite a bit. I'm not saying 300, but you could at least go tag the daily 200 probably once it's come down to 250. So keeping an eye on Coinbase this week. And with that said, let's not overcomplicate it. It's 90% cash, 95. Let's scalp, see what sets up if there's news, and not get married to a plan and then stick to it. I do want to point out that a year ago Tesla was also here, and it is looking really, really good. Okay, God bless, and I will see you on the train on Monday.